Hi, this is Kristen here. Welcome to another process video. And today I'm working on day number 9 of 31 Days of Cut Files, and that is hosted by Some Assemblage Required. I'm using a cut file purchased from Some Assemblage Required, and I am using the Color Rush Studios July kit. And I'm going to document a few photographs of my sweet little girl during 4th of July. So she wasn't quite 1 yet. And so I choose the stripe paper, and then I'm going to fussy cut these florals out from another pattern paper that they had included. And I'm going to do these clusters around the photographs. And then I'm just deciding which cluster out of this paper I wanted to cut. So the kit came with 2 of those flower papers, so you could cut quite a bit of clusters from them if you chose to. So I'm just going to do 2 clusters on either corner opposite of each other. These florals are just really pretty. I just love the red, white, and blue. It's like perfect for 4th of July layouts, or even just, you know, some summer layouts where you're wanting to work with that color palette. And I pull in some of the die cut pieces that came in the kit. So I really like these bows. I try to get this flag in there just because it was 4th of July and her little outfit, you know, looked like a flag. But I ended up not being able to get it to kind of work in this layout. So, but I do pull in this little flag bow, which is just so cute. I could have had about 10 more of those in the kit and would have been happy. I'm also pulling in this floral cluster here, so that was part of the die cut piece, so obviously I did not cut that out. This kit this month was just so pretty. I mean, I just loved everything about it. The papers were awesome. The ephemera was awesome. It was such an eye-catching kit, which I love all of their kits, but this one I just felt like it was so versatile. And so these star pieces that you see, that came with I don't know if that was the add-on kit or if that came in the main kit. So you can get the bold kit, which usually has a little bit extra pieces in it. Usually it has, like, I know this month it had Simple Stories paper in it. And I don't know what the line was called, but it was Simple Stories paper, and that had like some Simple Stories ephemera with it. So those stars might have come in the main kit. And I'm going to also pull in some of the frazzles. I just felt like that would look really cute because it like perfectly matched her little outfit with the stars and then the stripes. And then this summer piece, that was actually an acrylic piece from Color Cast Designs. And that came in like a set of 5, I believe, when I purchased it. There were like 5 different like little titles there. Like summer was one of them. I know fireworks was another one. And then these foam stickers came in the kit as well, that you saw me kind of holding up there. So I knew I wanted to add to the title a little bit, so you'll see here in a little bit what I do with it. So I'm going to start getting this ribbon adhered down. And I'll cut away from some of this because the gluing part kind of can get a little boring to watch. But a lot of time I keep the gluing in because I will shift things around a lot of the time and change things. So if I do that, kind of change from the original design, I will try to keep in the gluing part because I will kind of change things during that time. So But I did not leave that in, so obviously I've glued everything down. I've adhered all the pictures down, which I just adhered them straight to the background paper. And then since I had added, I'm going to add that cluster down there. I think, I can see that I've already added it. I kind of felt like the top right, because I was considering putting the title up there, but I just didn't think the title looked good up there. So I felt like there needed to be another, like, kind of just a little cluster up there. You know, nothing too eye-catching, because, of course, I didn't want it to draw your eyes away from the floral clusters in the pictures. So I just decided to cut up, because I was going to use 2 banner pieces, so I already backed a second die cut piece anyway. So I just cut them apart and decided I was going to just place those up there, just so that part didn't look as naked. And since she wasn't eating a watermelon, I felt like I could get, like, you know, something with food in here. So I think she was eating a cracker or something, or a cookie maybe. So I'm going to get the watermelon glued on top of this banner, which I just feel like that makes that corner look a little bit more complete up there. So. And then I decided my title is going to be Summer Cutie. I'm going to get the acrylic piece glued down first and then decide where I want the cutie. So that's why I kind of have it on the roller, just in that way I can kind of determine where I wanted it before I placed everything down. The foam stickers are pretty sticky, so I kind of felt like initially when I was pulling them off the backing that it was going to be fine, like if I kind of loosely put them on there, but I quickly found out, like, once you got them down, they're down pretty good. So I feel like a lot of foam pieces, or, you know, alpha stickers, a lot of time you can kind of put them down loosely, and a lot of time you can, like, move them without really tearing anything. But this was definitely wanting to tear. So I mean, it's got some pretty strong adhesive backing on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in some of the, I always want to say glitter, but it's not, sequins that was included in the kit this month. So it was a good variety. It was a lot of blues. There were, like, little floral pieces in it. There were some, like, almost like red gemstone pieces, and some kind of diamond looking pieces in there too. So, and I'm just kind of sporadically going around where I think I would want some of those sequins in there, and just popping some glue down, and then picking up the glitter pieces that are catching my eye and putting them down. And here is the finished layout. I think this turned out so cute. I just thought it perfectly coordinated with her little outfit. There is the pretty sequins that's up there. And here are a few close-up shots. And I appreciate you coming by to watch another process video.